likes to this videos? If we make 5,000 likes to this video, we will upload more patriotic news. Thank you. Run and hide. Crazy Bernie tries creepy new maneuver to brainwash youth. Crazy man Democratic Socialist Senator Bernie Sanders has taken some time out of his busy schedule dealing with the FBI investigation into his wife's bank fraud to pen a book teach teens to be political revolutionaries just like him. Sanders gave an interview with Teen Vogue explaining the rationale behind his book, which will be out August 29. Young people are the future of our country. As citizens of the United States, they have a responsibility to participate in our democracy and to help create a government which works for all, rather than just the few. This book will expose them to an unusual political campaign, the excitement of politics and what being a progressive is all about. Griot. More socialist nonsense for our youth. Thanks Bernie. Teen Vogue highlighted that the book will feature graphs and facts on income inequality and money in politics. I wonder if he'll talk about how being a senator makes it terribly easy for your wife to get a $10 million bank loan on behalf of a college she's running to the ground? In part of the guides forward, Sanders writes, the current generation of young people is the smartest, most idealistic, and least prejudiced generation in the modern history of the United States. This is a generation that is prepared to think big and move this country in a very different direction than we have been traveling for years. Yesh. I quite like the direction the USA has been traveling, thanks. Hopefully our nation's youth won't be suckered into the lies of democratic socialism. I think it's high time Sanders retires to one of his 3 homes. Share if you agree. H/T The Washington Examiner. Final decision. What Trump just said about Jeff Sessions will seal his fate. The fate of Jeff Sessions as Attorney General has been very questionable ever since Trump leaked his disgust with Sessions' recusal from the Russia investigation. Even after he decided to keep him, he made it clear he was still very upset. Well, the president has finally given America an answer as to how he feels about Sessions following a week of leak crackdowns. Donald Trump says he is proud to have a tough Attorney General in charge of the DOJ. That's definitely very good news for Jeff Sessions, who somehow managed to survive the last round of firings and today found his way back into Trump's good graces. However, one positive tweet is far from a promise to keep AG Sessions around if Mueller becomes too much of a problem for the administration to function. That is a very real possibility both Sessions and Trump are aware of. Still, this whole thing with Jeff Sessions proves that President Trump is forgiving and believes in second chances. However, if you blow number 2, that's on you. Are you glad to see Trump being happy with Sessions again? Should he keep him as Attorney General? McConnell just served Hillary some cold hard truth that will have her hanging her head in shame. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has had a rough couple of weeks trying and failing to repeal and replace Obamacare. However, GOP legislators, with pressure from President Trump, have vowed to come back and reform healthcare. In the meantime, McConnell tried to put a positive spin on a tenuous situation on Saturday during an interview with local radio station WFPL. McConnell said, I choose not to dwell on situations where we come up a little bit short. Then he dropped the hammer, even on the night when we came up 1 vote short of our dream to repeal and replace Obamacare. Here's the first thing I thought about, feel better, Hillary Clinton could be president. Mitch McConnell has a lot of faults, but this time he totally nailed it. Republicans can get so caught up in what they haven't been doing that they forget conservatives have done a lot, and no matter what, it's a heck of a lot better than it would be if Hillary Clinton had won. The GOP is the best hope we got for getting health reform right with President Trump steering the party. We have a lot of reasons to hope our other political representatives will get this right. H/T AWWW. President Trump just dropped by a wedding and asked one question that lit up the room. President Trump took some time out from his working vacation to make someone's wedding extra special. The president landed in Bedminster, New Jersey on Friday to spend some time at his golf club while the White House is being renovated. President Trump is a social guy and is known for dropping in on weddings at his resorts to wish the happy couples well, and this time was no exception. One of the wedding guests took a brief video of his visit. President Trump, who is sporting his signature hat and looks like he was just out golfing, exclaims everyone having a good time yet, and takes pictures with some of the guests. The Bedminster Golf Club used to advertise President Trump's affinity for dropping by weddings, saying, "If he is on site for your big day, he will likely stop in and congratulate the happy couple. He may take some photos with you, but we ask you and your guests to be respectful of his time and privacy. Wouldn't it be great to just have the president show up at your wedding?" All the guests seem thrilled to see him. President Trump always does these small sweet things, but the media never reports it, so let's add some positivity to our news feeds by sharing to 3 Trump fans. H/T the Malia Obama just face planted in Chicago, what she does right after made jaws drop. Malia Obama was caught on camera dancing up a storm this Friday night. She rolled around and then did something a little twisted. The former first daughter was caught on video letting her hair down. She danced to the Killers song that was being performed at Lollapalooza in Chicago. Now watch the video obtained by TMZ. Malia's friend can be shown throwing herself to the ground as Obama's daughter pretends to play the drums, says Daily Mail. It's pretty awkward stuff. Footage then shows Malia taking turns to right and roll on the grass as she thrashes and looks like a dang fool. This isn't the first time that Malia has gotten in the headlines for her dancing. Malia Obama is an Ivy League student and will be starting her schooling at Harvard after finishing up an internship with Harvey Weinstein. Share this if you are glad that we have President Trump in the White House. Let's hope Malia Obama has a wonderful career and that her father is never seen near the White House again. Paul Ryan flipped what he just did to Trump's immigration bill has Trump boiling mad. Lord knows the Republicans have not made it easy for Donald Trump to keep his legislative campaign promises because the people in Congress can't get their foots out of their $8s. And in walks Paul Ryan. Ryan must have heard Trump's new immigration bill aimed at curbing low-skilled legal immigrants has some momentum. He just couldn't help but show his true colors to everyone. Paul Ryan just said he doesn't support Trump's immigration reform. Ryan told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel on Friday, "I just think arbitrary cuts to legal immigration don't take into effect the economy's needs as the boomers are retiring. With baby boomers leaving the workforce, we're still going to have labor shortages in certain areas, and that is where a well-reformed legal immigration system should be able to make up the difference." Now, let me clarify the bill they are talking about so you can decide for yourself. This week Trump introduced the RAISE Act with Sens. Tom Cotton, RR, and David Perdue, RGA. The new bill will change our immigration system from a lottery into a merit-based system. The new system means that people with skills our country is in need of will get first priority on immigration. It will also favor English speakers over non-English speakers. It will no longer favor extended family members over all else. So how could this hurt us? John McCain said we need unskilled immigrants to do the jobs Americans don't want to do. Isn't that slavery, McCain? If you think Trump's new immigration policy is smart, many other countries already use the same system. Help share this everywhere and comment dump Paul. We're back, baby. President Trump's latest announcement will have every American worker yelling hooray. President Trump promised during his campaign to bring manufacturing back to America, and he's just delivered another major win. The president sent out a tweet on Friday announcing car manufacturers Toyota and Mazda would be creating 4,000 new jobs and investing $1.6 billion in a new manufacturing plant in the U.S. Even better, the two companies will be working together to innovate electric vehicles, developing connected technology and collaborating on advanced safety technologies. Toyota already has 6 plants in the U.S., but Mazda will be gaining a foothold in production capacity in the U.S. market through this new deal. Mazda currently ships to the U.S., its biggest market, through Mexico and Japan. President Trump slammed Toyota earlier this year for its plans to build a new factory in Mexico. The president then suggested he would put a border tax on Toyota's cars. The plan will be completed by 2021 and the two companies have not yet announced where the new plant will be located. Wherever it is, it's great news for the US and the American people. Share 4,000 times, one for each new job, to spread the good news, because we know the media is going to bury this pretty quick. H/T The Hill